Yeah, Dr. Sunita ji, you can take over, please.
Okay, Om Shanti. And first of all, I express my deep gratitude to Ifmp, New Jersey, USA, Ambrish ji, Brother Ambrish ji, Brother Rajiv ji, and his entire team to have given this golden opportunity to us to be here amidst on your platform and to share upon enhancing inner resilience and immunity through meditation, which is the need of the hour today. Let us understand that there are two circles in our life. One circle, which is external to us, which is not in our control at all. But there is another circle, which is there within us, our inner consciousness, which is within our control. Now, what are we doing is, when we say that we don't have the inner resilience focused on the external circle, and we are trying very hard to change that external circle, the external conditions, that is the government policies maybe, or sometimes, of course, they are not in our control. Sometimes we get affected by the climatic conditions, sometimes like this pandemic, corona, the locust attack and all those things. And sometimes even the sanskars of the individuals, the different people, by having some expectations from them and then getting irritated if they don't fulfill our expectations. And then we are trying to change them by raising our voice maybe, or trying to be bossy and all that. So we are focusing our entire energy on the circle of conditions which is external to us, where we do not have control. And that is why we are depleting the energy that we have within us, because all our energy is going out waste. It's resulting into nothing. So the best way to enhance our inner resilience is to be very flexible in the way that not to be rigid as to what I think and what I do is the right way. To be flexible and to look inside our mirror, the mirror of the intellect, look within us about what are our strengths, what are our weaknesses, what are our threats, and what are our opportunities, rather than looking at others, then comparing with them, then going into competition. It's like we're losing our energy there. So if we want to build our inner resilience, the best way is to look within us and look at our own self in our own mirror of our intellect. And when I look in and I become flexible, open, as to change my perspective of looking things, then I increase my resilience. I remember once, a company, it was a shoemaking company. And in that company, the boss told his two researchers that you go to the nearby village, and in that village find out that what potential does that village has for our shoes. What is that marketing potential there? Can we sell our shoes there? What is, so go and find out. And so both of them went to that village, and they both returned after their research findings. And one of them told, "Sir, we do not have any market in that village because nobody in the village wears shoes. So we do not have any market at all." The second person said, "Sir, in that village, we have a very big market. We can sell our shoes because nobody wears shoes there. So we have such a big opportunity of convincing about our product. There's no other competitor there." So it's the same situation, the same village, everything, is the same. The people are the same. Nobody is wearing shoes there. But what was different? The difference was the attitude of these two researchers. So one was very pessimistic, the other was very optimistic. So in order to increase our inner resilience, it is my attitude, my perspective that I require to change, rather than focusing on the external conditions and trying to change them. They are never going to change. Uncertainty which is outside, that is the only thing which is certain, and it will always remain there. Uncertainty will always be there. It's not only because of corona that everything has become so uncertain. Even before corona, there was that uncertainty. Every time there has been uncertainty, and we have been learning lessons from them and seeing the opportunities. And as Amrish ji also told in the beginning, that this is a very good opportunity of networking and coming together on this online platform. So it is our attitude that matters the most, and we have to have that positive attitude. And if we imbibe that positive attitude, automatically the inner resilience will increase. And when the inner resilience increases, then the effect of the external condition is not there. It's not that the external condition will change. No, they may get worse, even worse, because we are in the ocean of situations, of adverse situations, and there are waves of situations, one after the other coming. And we cannot say, oh, wave, please stop. I want to cross my boat that way, so please stop, you do not come. No, we cannot do that. They are not in our control. In fact, they may come more and more high tide, But what is in my control? That I see that the water, the high waves that are there outside, that water should not come inside my boat, because once they enter my boat, then the boat is certainly to drown. So the negative effect of what is there outside, we need to be safe from that. And to be safe from that, we have to see that here inside us, in our inner circle, in our inner consciousness, that comprises of our mind, our intellect, our sanskaras, our belief system, our values, our vision, our purpose. We need to see that we are completely focused upon that, because it's a law of the universe that whatever you focus upon, that will grow. So today, if we are feeling that, we are feeling low, we are feeling depleted of energy, it's because we are focusing on that which is not in our control. And then what happens is, because we are not able to, have that inner resilience to face the situation, we are not able to bounce back. It's just like this rubber band here. Now this rubber band is very flexible. How much ever you stretch, what happens? It will bounce back because it's flexible. If it is rigid and you stretch, it will break, isn't it? So if we are flexible in changing our perspective, in focusing on our values and visions and working upon that, then we will bounce back once the situation changes or something, then we won't have the thing in our mind that, oh, now what next? What will happen? That fear won't be there. That feeling of depression won't be there. Otherwise, today what we are hearing, that many people are also committing suicide. They just break down because they're not able to bounce back. So we require to enhance our inner resilience so that we bounce back. We face the situation. We do not give up on situation. It's very important because, if you remember this analogy, we'll always see that we'll never give up. There was a farmer who used to, what he did was he put some seeds into his garden, in his farm. And when he was sowing those seeds, there were two types of seeds that he had. One was about the fern and one were the seeds of the bamboo tree. Now what happened was, the fern seeds, just in some time, some few months, the fern started to grow and it grew in abundance. And he was so happy to look at them. And he saw those seeds of the bamboo, they're not at all growing. Nothing has happened. 2 years, 3 years, nothing is happening. But he did not lose patience. He did not give up. He worked upon it. He gave that water, the sunlight, and everything that is required with that much of love and patience. Even he saw that the fern has been grown, but he did not give up on bamboo. And then after 3 years or so, he saw that there are tiny sprouts coming up and he was feeling happy about it. He continued with his efforts. And then about 5 years or so, the bamboo tree within few months, it shot up to 100 feet. So there, to his delight, he was so happy. And if he had given up, when he saw that the fern is all there, but bamboo is nothing, the seeds are not doing, and if he would have given up, then he wouldn't have had that bamboo trees in front of him after those 5 years. And what happened in those 5 years? The bamboo tree, the roots of the bamboo tree, they were being strengthened. And when the time came, they shot up so tall, giving shade to everybody. So everyone has their own time, so we need to be very patient. Because if we are not having patience, and if we become impatient, then we say, I am a patient. There the illness starts. We become at dis-ease. We are no more. And when we are at dis-ease, when the mind is at dis-ease, the inner circle here is at dis-ease, then what happens? Outside the body also catches all types of diseases, the viruses. So if we want to remain safe from all the negativity, from all the effect of the viruses and other things that are prevailing outside, what are we to do? We are to wash our hands, we are to sanitize, not only externally, but we need to sanitize our mind. We need to wash all that is in the past every time, now and then. Today, Corona has taught us this lesson that every now and then, wash your hands. See that you are clean every time, and it's very important to be clean. And that is more important here inside. Outside, we may be how much ever we may be clean. But here, if we are carrying all the burden of the past, what happened, or the tension about the future, what is going to happen, and if we are into those negative thoughts here in the mind and we are burdened with that, we are at dis-ease, then what is going to happen? How much ever we clean outside, how much ever we sanitize outside, here inside, if we are not mentally healthy, then it is going to affect the body. Because the mind, if it is creating positive emotions and if it is healthy, then it affects the brain. It stimulates the brain to create positive hormones in the body. And the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system are in harmony. And that leads to increased immunity. Because if we are not happy here inside, then the brain or the body, the system, is not going to create positive hormones in the body. And therefore the immunity level won't increase. How much ever we may eat a very good diet, full of rich of vitamin C, D, all those that increases immunity. But then if we are not rich here, the diet here of the mind is not rich of all the vitamins A, that is acceptance of everybody, whatever they are, whoever they are, everything is okay, whatever the situation is there, it's fine. I need not worry about them. I just focus upon my inner self and vitamin D, believe in myself that yes, I am positive, I can do it, there's nothing impossible. Even in the word impossible, it is I am possible. So that belief in me, my own strengths, belief in my Godfather, the Supreme Father. And when I have that belief in Him and I'm connected with Him, vitamin C is the connection, which is very, very important nowadays. If we lose connection now, what is going to happen? All the meeting will go flop. Once when I was in US and traveling from Washington DC to New York for another program, and I was all checked in and everything, and I was sitting at the airport, waiting for the announcement for boarding. And suddenly there was an announcement that your flight is 2 hours late. Now, what is the first thought when you hear this announcement? It's like, okay, where I need to reach, let me inform them. And the second thought is now what to do, 2 hours, so I need to utilize my time in the best way. And we have those smartphones nowadays, and in these smartphones, we have all the types of different apps. Even Brahma Kumaris, we have so many good apps. We have on that B Zone app, which is very nice app. If you install it, it has traffic control. It plays music every 1 minute, and if it will help you to relax yourself. Then there are meditation apps, and there are many different apps there. So I said, okay, let me inform the person where I'm going to reach that I'll be delayed, and also to enjoy the meditation and relaxation through apps. And I removed my smartphone, and then what I saw was, oh, there's no connectivity. There's no WhatsApp connectivity also. And there, one lady who was sitting next to me, she was an American lady there, and she was, talking at length with her relatives and friends. And I saw the phone that she was having was some old generation Nokia phone, and she was enjoying her talk. And that time, it struck me. I was just churning over this, and it gave me that thought that all these apps, which we are giving so much importance in our life, that is the bank balance, maybe a big house, maybe a nice technological car, maybe a good smartphone, or anything that is external. All those things that we are saying that they are gold, silver, whatever, all the valuables that are there, these are all types of apps. The influences, the contacts, and all these things are the different apps. Of course, these are crucial. They are required in the life, right? They are the standard of living. But what is important? What is essential? Essential is the connectivity, which is the standard of our life. Being connected with our values. So instead of focusing on what all the valuables outside, let us focus on our values inside. Instead of focusing on the personality outside, let us focus on being a genuine person inside. Instead of focusing on the charisma and style outside, let us focus on the character inside. Because if money is lost, nothing is lost. If health is lost, something is lost. And if character is lost, everything is lost. So if we focus inside here and connect ourselves with our inner self and see that, the peace, the love, whatever we want, the energy there, it's all here inside. The solution to any problem is again here inside. It's not there outside. Problem is outside, certainly. But the solution to the problem is inside. And that is why in 1916, when there was plague epidemic in London, plague pandemic in London, at that time, Sir Isaac Newton was a victim of that. And he was not depressed by that. And he sat down under the tree in silence. He listened to his intuition, and it was at that time that apple fell on his head. And, he invented so many scientific things, a scientific revolution occurred. So it is that inner silence, this corona has, thanks to corona, which has given us this time to go within us and go inside us in the inner silence and listen to our intuition and work upon it. And that will increase our inner resilience, and it will make us happy. It will give us the feeling of blissfulness, not a feeling of being a victim, but a feeling of being victorious over the situation. And that will increase our happiness, and that happiness will increase our immunity. There was once a party of the couples, and all the couples were enjoying in the party. And one of the lady, she asked another lady, and she was very sure that, that this lady is always very nice, smiling and everything. So she was waiting for a very positive answer from her. And so she asked her that, you're always smiling and always happy. And I think it's because your husband keeps you happy every time and all that. So the husband was also, very, looking forward to as to what my wife is going to reply, and you were so confident that she would say yes. But then what she said was, she said no, and everybody was so astonished. And but then what followed was that she said that my happiness is my responsibility, my happiness is my choice, because people's mood may change, situations may change, everything that is outside can change, but if I change according to them, then I will never be happy. So I choose to be happy no matter what the situation is outside. So my happiness is my responsibility. And if we understand this simple formula and if we work upon it, that my happiness is within me, inside me, and I am responsible for that. Today we are working so hard to get happiness outside, in outside things, outside all the accomplishments, but actually it is all there here. And because I am happy, I invoke all those things outside, which gives me comfort. But if I'm after them, then I lose them, and which we have done, because we have been going after them. It's like you go after a shadow. What is going to happen? If you are following a shadow, it will take you towards more and more towards darkness, isn't it? But if you go towards light, the shadow is coming behind you. But if you're going behind a shadow, you won't even get the shadow, and you're missing even the light. So happiness is inside us. The light is inside us. And let us not chase the things outside, but let us focus on what is inside us and be happy. And this is meditation. To be connected with our innate, the inside us, our values, our vision, our purpose. And when we are connected here inside, we actually grow bigger than the external condition. The circle of the external condition, it diminishes. And this circle of our inner, consciousness, that grows bigger and bigger. And once this grows bigger and bigger, then, it's like when you see the situation when you are in a flight in the sky up above, and from that, bird's eye view, if you are seeing the things down below, how do you find them? Very small, very tiny, isn't it? So also the situation, when do we find them to be very big? When we are identifying ourselves with that situation. But the moment I know that, that is not our identity. The external situation is not my identity. But here my inner consciousness, my values, my vision, my purpose lies here. And this is my identity of being at peace, of being happy, of being loveful. And when I identify myself with who I am inside here, then my vision becomes bigger. It becomes unlimited. And my purpose becomes bigger. Then I don't have that limited purpose of just, earning for my own sake, just for earning for my livelihood, for a standard of living. But my purpose is to, enhance my standard of life. So my purpose becomes bigger. It's like, there's one ice cream, and the ice cream is, you say that, oh, please, eat the ice cream fast or enjoy it before it melts. And same thing is for the candle. The candle also melts, but you say enlighten another candle before it melts. So you see the difference? Here when you say enjoy the ice cream before it melts, it's like there's fear as to what is going to happen, better eat it fast. So there's fear there. And here when you say enlighten another candle before it melts, it's like you're giving life to another. It's like, there is so much of bliss and so much of happiness there. So in order to enhance our inner resilience and immunity and happiness, the best way is to earn blessings by giving and giving and giving. Today morning, every morning, we have this God's versions that we read. And today morning, God, taught us this in our discourses, that do not work upon your limited sanskars of getting angry and irritated. Instead, work upon the unlimited sanskars of helping others, of serving others, of radiating your elevated wishes for others, and having the generosity and with generous heart, you think about the well-being of others. And when you do that, when you radiate that, automatically the universe will bounce back with all that positivity for you, and automatically all those limited sanskars will end, and you will not know how they ended also. So the effort is not to work on the limited, but to work on to focus on the unlimited. And to when focus on the unlimited is to go beyond the consciousness of this physical body. It's like not to identify with the situation around you, and the immediate situation which you are in 24/7 is this physical body. So be detached also from this situation and be yourself, be your best version here within you, and connect with God. Very important, because we are always seeing that in the car that we have, that we possess, that there should be enough fuel before we leave for any journey. And we always say that which is the nearest fuel station. We always have that in our mind, so that whenever there is lack of fuel, we go to the nearest fuel station and fill it up. So also we have to see in our life, because we are using our energy for so many different tasks, so many multitaskings, we are using our energy. And we have, just like a battery has a limited energy, like maybe say 5000 mAh or 4500 or something, and you need to recharge it because you are using it throughout the day. Today we are using mobile for so many purposes, even for connecting online, isn't it? So we need to recharge it every time, now and then. It's not just like previous days, like we used to recharge in the morning and the end it's fine. No, now we need to have a portable power bank to recharge it every time. So also we need to see that which is that fuel station, which is very, very accessible and which is abundant in energizing us, in recharging us. And that is none other but the supreme power, the God himself. And this world is like a human tree, and the creator, the God, is the seed of this tree. And this world tree is an inverse tree, because the creator is beyond this world of sorrow and all types of negativity. He is beyond this world into a realm which is of golden red light, which in Hindi we say Paramdham, or it's a land of peace, the very purest land from where we all souls have come into this world. Is called as a soul world, and there our Supreme Father resides. So it's connecting our intellect with our Supreme Father, which is the purest fuel station, abundant in all that energy that we want, who is the ocean of love, ocean of peace, ocean of all virtues, ocean of all powers. And whenever, from your heart, if you just call him once, that, oh God, Father, he's our mother, father, everything. And with that relation, if you just call from the bottom of your heart to him, he is ready, available for you to fill yourself with all his energy and love and power. What are we doing today? In order to get love, respect and all, we are going in front of everybody and saying, oh, please, sail with love. Oh, please at least give a smile once so that I feel good. So it's like a begging at everybody. And all these leaves of the tree, they are all expecting this from each and every one. So if one is expecting from each other, how can they give you, isn't it? So, and in a tree also, and any plant or any tree, if you water the leaves, it's not going to be healthy. You need to water the roots, you need to water the seed, isn't it? To make the tree grow well, the plant grow well. So we need to connect with the seed, the Supreme Father, and and this connection with him will energize us, will increase our inner resilience to such an extent that we will become so full with his energy and love that we become full like a pot. And it's just like a pot which is full, and if you strike that pot, it is going to overflow with what it is full. If it is full of water, it will overflow the water. If it is full of milk, the milk will spill out, that will overflow when you strike it. But if the pot is empty, what is going to happen? If you just knock it like that, it's going to create noise. So the depression, the noise of depression, the noise of anger, the noise of jealousy, the noise of all negativity is there because we are empty inside, empty from all God's power and energy, from our own original sanskars that we have of being peaceful and love. We are not connected with those original sanskars. Therefore, we are not full of them. And when we are not full of them, then when these all types of negative situations come and they knock us, then we create all the more noise only. So let us do some moments of meditation practice, so that in this meditation practice we energize ourselves, we increase our immunity level, and so that we do not create noise, but we spill, that is, give more and more love and energy to others, so that even they are empowered. So let us sit back straight wherever you are, and with a smile on your face, very happily, we are going to meet the best version of our own self. We are going to meet our own Father, the Supreme Father. So very happily, with a sweet smile on your face, keeping your eyes also open, maybe relax, because this meditation we are going to do even while doing each and every task, because in every task we need to see that we are in a good, healthy state. Mind, our state, mental state is very healthy. So, and whatever we radiate from these eyes, because these eyes are the windows to the soul. So whatever we radiate from these eyes, they radiate into the universe, and then the universe returns the same thing to us. So keeping our eyes open, relaxed, with a smile on our face, let us focus our attention in the center of our forehead, and with our third eye of intellect, let us visualize ourselves as being very peaceful, and tell yourself that I am a peaceful star. I am an energetic star. My immunity is very high. I am a powerful being. And just like a bird who is free from the cage and flies towards the sky, very happily, I see myself free from this cage, the body, and a tiny star flying towards the sky, towards my home, which is beyond the sky, a golden red realm. And in that golden red light, we all are shining like beautiful diamonds. See very carefully how beautiful it is. All diamonds shining in that golden red sky, and very peacefully we are radiating our energy. And there you see a flawless diamond, very powerful, almighty Godfather, ocean of peace, ocean of love. See yourself very close to him, safe under his canopy. And from the bottom of your heart, thank him for all that he has given us. No complaints, but complete our pot, the pot of our intellect, with his love, with his wisdom, with his energy, with his peace, and his happiness and bliss. See yourself complete with his all virtues and powers. and make a firm affirmation that I am your child, O Godfather. I am a peaceful being and I will remain at peace. Ocean of love, I'm your child and your love is my birthright. And I will give this love to everyone I meet. I am safe under your canopy. Nothing outside, no negativity outside can affect me. I am a powerful being. Now I come back into this body in the center of the forehead. And when I look out with these eyes to others, I see others also as the children of my Father, and we all being the children of the same Godfather. I see them as my brothers and sisters. I see them also in their original sanskars of being at peace, and everything is going very fine. Everyone are very good. Everyone is a beautiful flower of God's garden. And I accept each and every one. I am happy. I am powerful. And I empower others to be the same. Thank you. Om Shanti. Any questions? You may please write down in the chat so that the organizers can take up from there. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Sunita Didi ji. Thank you, Sunita Didi ji. Please ask your question to Sunita Didi ji. You can ask directly to her. You can put in the chat, window, and also if you are on Facebook, I will try to capture your question through the Facebook or YouTube as well. Let's take a pause and see who has the question. I do have some questions, but I would like to actually, why don't I, start with mine, while you all are gathering your thought.
Yeah, that's correct.
Right? Dr. Sunita Didi ji, I know Brahma Kumari organization has a strong presence in America, many places around the world, and obviously, here, I read about Brahma Kumari last few days, watched some videos. I got a feel that very strong presence here. So would like to know more about that. Where, which places you are. I know we can find this information, in the internet, but obviously not everything. So would like to hear about this. What are the things typically you do, and how that can help our community?
Yeah, good question. And therefore, we have from our local USA, we have our sisters here in this meeting today, online meeting. And I would request Dr. Kinnari Ben, who is there today. Kinnari Ben, are you there?
Sure, I'm here.
Yeah. So please go ahead answering this question, please, sister.
Is my voice audible, clear enough?
Yes.
First and foremost, thank you everyone for joining and having this beautiful experience. And as Sister Sunita planted that seed, and we have to nurture it every day and moving forward. And regarding, as our dear brother Rajiv mentioned, as he wants to know what we are doing in the US. Around the US, in more than 30 states, we have our presence. We have our different meditation centers. And in New Jersey, there are 2 centers. One is in Edison area, and the other one is in the south. It's called Cinnaminson, very close to Philadelphia. We also have retreat centers, two of them, one in the New York upstate in the Catskills. It's called Peace Village. And the other one is on the West Coast, California. It's called Anubhuti Novato. So, and all the different places wherever our centers are, and as you know, because of the current situation, physically you can't go to a center. We are closed for public, but all our services are online. As our brother Rajiv mentioned, that no matter whether the doors are closed, you all are doing things to where there's a will, there is a way. So the doors are open online to give that same experience. So what we do is we offer like meditation classes, learn to meditate. One is to go to an experience. If you don't have too much time, you're busy, like every day in the afternoon, like around noon, around lunchtime, people from different walks of life are just able to log in or dial in and go through an experience of meditation. We do offer meditation for kids, youth. For healthcare professionals, we have to deal with them a little differently because the caregiver also has to be taken care to feel well so that they can heal well. So we design different programs for them. We have our presence in the United Nations. I'm one of the NGO representative for the UN. We have general consultative status with ECOSOC. And what that means is whatever is the social issue in the globe, in the world that the UN declares, we take up that issue, we think about it, and we come up with different we can either do like a written statement, oral statements, do presentations, but from a spiritual aspect. And what we do is called a spiritual trajectory, awareness, attitude, and action. It's the same problem, but how can we approach it in a different way? So irrespective of age, gender, class, or any ethnicity or any religion, it doesn't matter, because everybody is a being and everybody needs to be nurtured. So every day also we offer meditation. And once you are on your own, you know how to stand and practice. So those are some of the things that we are offering in New Jersey and also in the USA.
Thank you, Sister Kinari Murthyji. I do have a follow-up question. I don't know, how comfortable I am, but I will still ask. You are MBBS, MPH, cardiology research. That's a very heavy, workload, right? And especially in COVID days, healthcare worker. First of all, I personally salute you on behalf of IFMP committee. I would like to show our gratitude. In fact, the whole community, not only community, the part of healthcare worker, you all are doing unexplainable contribution to the society. So thank you very much. And after doing so much, with the profession you are associated with, how everything else happens. We are also doing the volunteer. We also have a day job. We also got, lots of things, personal level to handle. So, and we know what challenges, how easy or how difficult, in reality it is. If you're okay, would love to hear. So, Sister Kidari.
You want to know my routine, or how am I able to?
Yeah, and actually, I would like to know from, Dr. Sunita Didi as well. I think, we have been talking about this, and would like to know, that how you, because what we are talking today is, developing motivation, immunity through meditation, right? The first thing that I would think is to motivate ourselves so that we can motivate others. So what are the tricks?
You're directing it to me, or
both of you?
Do you want to share first?
Sister Kinariben, you may go ahead and then I will follow up. Yeah.
So as you mentioned the word immunity, Bhaiya, like even for a physical immunity, we talk about eating, sleeping, all those balanced diet and even vitamins. And it doesn't develop on overnight. And we have to do that consistently. And slowly the body immunity develops, the strength develops. Similarly, for our spiritual immunity also, well, I have been exposed to this as a child, but I was a very notorious child, so nobody even ever thought that I would anywhere go close to spirituality. But in early teenage, when I started to experience that the the strength, the power, the clarity which used to come, so it helped me in my education, in my focus, putting away all the distractions that could be there at that age, and putting my mind and heart into it. So when that clarity came, and consistently, I've been practicing from, I would say, from early 13 or 14 years of age. I would get up. It was just me. You don't have to do crazy things like I did. I would get up at 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning, and I would sit in meditation. And when I got vacation, I would spend like day in silence and things like that. But whatever little things that you can do consistently, and even before you start your day, give yours. When I started to give myself, no matter whether it's exams, and medical school, you have to study day in, day out. There's no day and night. You have different hours, different shifts to do. But what I never missed on my meditation, because that, it's like food for me, the soul. That's the strength that I was receiving. So those were the things that helped me. And of course, the study, the spiritual study, like it's the same situation, but how do I see? How do I deal with it? And you said absolutely correct. When you are inspired, you can inspire others. But here, when I am being it, I can inspire others. I don't even have to tell by my words or anything. They see, they observe, and they ask, or they learn from it. So that has been my little experience so far.
So you do meditation every day, right, Sister Kinari?
I do.
Good, good. Okay, that's good to know. We'll try.
Yes. So as Sister Kinari said, I would just like to sum up in a few words, and that is that we do prepare a to-do list every time, that we need to do this, 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 that. Along with to-do list, let us also prepare a to-be list. That whatever I do, how shall I be doing it? In what state of mind I will be doing it? So say, for example, you are into this meeting now. So let us prepare a P list also, along with what all the things that you need to do for the meeting. Is to be list is, I would remain in peace and I will do it happily. Nowadays when we are all at home, it's like doing everything. It's like it will become a burden that I need to do the cleaning, I need to do that and this and that. So it's when I have that to-do attitude, then we lose our inner resilience. But when I have to be attitude, then I am, connected with my inner self, and I increase my resilience. And day by day, I see that it increases all the more. And when it increases all the more, I enjoy everything that I do. It's no more a task that I am doing it. And therefore, we keep ourselves motivated. And because we are into that state of being before we do. So I am peace, and being at peace, I do whatever I want to do. Even if it is a simple routine task of, say, even bathing or eating or drinking water, be yourself who you are, and then you start doing it. You will enjoy everything, and your resilience power will increase.
Thank you, Dr. Sunita ji. Vikas, you have some questions, right?
Listening to this is very enlightening. So I think it's a question. I will make a statement first. So statement, we at least. So I remind myself daily that happiness is not what I have. Happiness is something what I am or what I want to be. But the challenging part is that why do I need to remind it on a daily basis, on a regular basis? Why it is not ingrained in me?
Actually, it is
what are the things, some of the techniques it becomes, so I make very conscious effort, and I want to make it very subconscious.
Yes. The thing is that we have up till now always focusing our attention outside, and therefore subconscious mind has been trained to do that. Our subconscious mind is our obedient child. However, whatever we will order it, it will do it. And up till now, we have conditioned our mind in that way. And therefore, again and again, now we need to consciously bring it into our awareness that I am happy. Happiness is not that I want to have it. So again and again, if we do it, repeatedly we do it, it will become our sanskar, and then it will become natural again, because it is our original sanskar. And therefore we want it. It's like the water, you keep it on fire. It will boil, but once you put off the fire, it will come back to its original state, isn't it? Because its original state, what is the original quality of water? That it is very cool. It's only when you put it on fire, it is hot. So also, why are we all craving for peace and happiness and love? Because originally we are that. It's
And
because...
I will add to the boiling water. Somebody said to me, or probably I think I heard it from someone, in a boiling water you cannot see your reflection. Only in a calm water, when it is peaceful, you can see your reflection. So thank you. I think that was very encouraging, because this coming from people who are practicing it reinforces we have to do it on a conscious effort. I think that's what it means.
Every time we do it consciously, and the best time to do it before going to sleep at night. Because before going to sleep at night, when we do it, we train our subconscious mind to do that, And the early morning hours before the sun rises, which we call as Brahma Muhurt, that's the best time to train your subconscious mind. That's the best time to connect with yourself and God, because at that time the nature also is very peaceful, and it is helping us, supporting us in that way. The body at that time releases those chemicals which increases our concentration power. According to Ayurveda also, that Vata dosh is very active at that time, which helps to increase our concentration power. So all the nature, 5 elements are also supportive. God is also there, for us, available, because afterwards there are so many souls waking up and invoking God, isn't it? So the lines are very busy. But the early morning hours is like, the lines are very fast. Even the internet connection and everything is also fast and speedy, right? So before going to sleep at night, tonight you practice that. Be yourself, and train your mind to be at peace, and just visualize the whole day that you're going to do the next day. And not only what you're going to do, but also how you're going to be while you're going to do. And just visualize that. That visualization is the key. Visualize that, and that will train your subconscious mind. And you visualize and you tell yourself that tomorrow morning, early morning, I need to wake up, and I am getting up. Be in the present tense. You tell your subconscious mind that tomorrow 4 a.m. in the morning, I'm getting up and taking the full benefit of the environment. And you go to sleep. You'll see you'll not even require the alarm to ring. And when your eyes open, it's 4 o'clock. Your subconscious mind is so obedient. And then when you wake up in the morning, you enjoy, because the last thought at night is your first thought in the morning. So the last thought is, I'm energetic, I'm peaceful, I'm loveful. You're connected with yourself. So in the morning when you wake up, you tell yourself, I'm energetic. That's the first thought. And you enjoy, and then you again train your mind in the morning and charge your mind in the morning. And then throughout the day, just have this B-Zone app in your mobile. It will ring every minute, the traffic control thing that we call in Brahma Kumaris. And during that time, connect with yourself. Look in, be peaceful. Look up, be grateful. Look out, be useful. Just remember this. And then whenever you drink water, whenever you eat your food, just be in your positive self. Be the best version of yourself. Be energetic, be happy, be loving, be peaceful, and then have it. That these all small things, that will automatically change into your lifestyle, and it will become very easy for you. It is said, no, बारिश की बूंदें बहुत छोटी छोटी होती हैं, लेकिन वो लगातार जब बरसती है तो नदी का प्रवाह होता है, तो वैसे ही छोटी छोटी बातें हैं, लेकिन लगातार इनको करते जाएंगे तो फिर वो एक बड़ा नदी का रूप हो जाएगा, अर्थात हमारी एनर्जी इतनी बड़ी हो जाएगी, पावरफुल हो जाएगी कि बाकी सब तो एकदम कुछ नहीं लगेगा, छोटी छोटी बातें लगेंगी, पेपर टाइगर जिसको कहते हैं वैसे लगेगा. So wish you all the best for all this.
Thank you. This is very insightful.
Thank you. Deepakji, I guess you have a question?
Yeah. I want to say, I heard about the resilient, about creating within inner circle. And I understand that. And personally, I've been doing those kind of things. But my question is that sometimes the things happen in your outer circles are so impacting, or you don't have a knowledge about the things such as life, safety, sickness, children, family. How a person can remain resilient when the person faces those situations, except from living on the God. God will do everything.
No, it's like, Deepakji, it's like, what do you want in your life? Ask yourself, what do you want?
I don't want the point. The point is that you're facing a situation.
You're facing a situation. The impact is there outside. Family, children, everything, all that impact is there. What do you want?
Well, eventually you want everybody to be well and healthy and enjoying.
Then just focus on that. Only focus on that. That everyone is well, everyone is healthy, I am well, I am healthy. Just focus on what you want. Automatically, all the impact that you're seeing outside, that will reduce. That circle will automatically, because you are growing this circle, so automatically that size of the circle will be small, isn't it?
Yeah.
So only focus on what you want. Ask yourself this question again and again. Whenever you're faced with the external impact, just ask this question to yourself. What do I want? And just focus upon that. Be that. Remember to be that and focus upon that.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sunita ji. Last question. I know we are, first of all, great message, great talk, Dr. Sunita ji, and Sister Kinari ji, very valuable information we learned from you. I see, one more question, and then we'll wrap it up. Any question here? Okay.
Any question from Facebook or YouTube?
Yeah, actually, no, I don't see. I think people are watching, but Sanjeev, why?
What about Zoom? Zoom, any question?
We have a question in Zoom. Okay, I have the, I know that the question never ends, but I would like to, ask probably, if no more question, then I will go ahead and ask. So how, there are many techniques of what we are trying to achieve, in my opinion. One is the traditional yoga that we all know. Through that we do, pranayam, many other, types of yoga asana. Is there a synergy, or this is a different way of doing it? What we learned from you today?
There are different types of yoga, and this Raj Yoga meditation is about being your own self. In this yoga of Raj Yoga meditation, there is no limitation. Any child can do it, any senior person can do it, even if you have, say, knee pain, or you have back pain, or if you have any asthma problem also, yet you can do it, which maybe in other yogas and pranayams, there are certain restrictions, the people with all these problems may not be able to do it so well. But in this Raj Yoga meditation, this is the difference, that anybody can do it. And you can do it even while sleeping on the bed. You can do it even while bathing. You can do it even while cooking. You can do it even while driving the car. You can do it at office while doing your work. Any type of task you do, you can do this Raj Yoga meditation. It's so easy, so simple to do it, because in that is nothing but to be connected with your own identity, who you are. Just it's about remembrance. It's like you remember you're here, and I ask you that, Do you remember your children? Do you remember your spouse? You say yes. It's very easy. So it's just remembering. It's just remembering the Godfather, remembering your own qualities, your own strengths. So just bringing that into your memory, on your what you say, in your memory, or in your remembrance. So this is what is Raj Yoga meditation. It's very, very, very simple. Very simple. You just need to visualize and remember who you are and who is yours. Two words: who am I and who is mine. So I am different from this body, a soul, and the who is of the soul, it is the supreme soul. So it's just this two connection. And when we are connected with others also, everyone is a child of Godfather, and they are also in their original qualities. It's just this remembrance, simple word, remembrance. It's that easy.
Thank you, Sunita Didi ji. Sunita Didi ji, I think we ran over time, but we didn't realize the time is, we ran over the time. We didn't realize that. But any final message, closing message from you? Then we'll close this event.
On 4th of July, it is American Independence Day. Let us ask this question to ourselves. Are we independent? And I'm going to be on live. Are we independent on this question on 4th of July, Saturday, evening 5 o'clock, one of our center in USA, which is in Milipitas, Silicon Valley. They have organized this program, which is open for all. I have shared this information on chat also. So I request all of you, till this, please go on asking yourself, are you independent? And to know this answer, please do join us in this online webinar, free webinar.
Thank
and
you,
experience that independence, the real independence, and enjoy the Independence Day.
Thank you.
Thank you. We look forward to that, to Sunita Didi ji. Friends, this topic is so vast, so near and dear, so close to us, and so much real that, hours of time we'll spend, we still think that we need more time. But bringing the whole thing in an hour is not an easy task. And if it is done to the quality and scale that is done today, don't have word to express how great it was. And sometimes thank you doesn't do much, but still I will say thank you, Dr. Sunita ji. बहुत धन्यवाद आपको. किनारे जी, शीतल जी, बहुत धन्यवाद. आपने अपना बहुमूल्य टाइम हम लोग के साथ बिताया, यहाँ पे लोगों को जानकारी दी. And again, the whole video is there in Facebook, and in case if you missed anything, did not hear, because I know, as Dr. Sunita Didi ji said, we multitask. I was also doing some multitask, so quite possible that, some of the important thing we missed. The video is there going to be on the Facebook. So you can watch it, you can have watch party, you can share. This is very valuable, so I personally think that, having this recorded on the Facebook available is a privilege.
It's also available on YouTube.
Yeah, it's also available in the YouTube, and the details are already there in the flyer, so you can go ahead and look at there. Thank you again. So friend, that's all today we have from Dr. Sunita Didi ji, and the local chapter representative of Brahma Kumari, Sister Kinara Murthy ji, Sheetal ji. And again, like I said at the beginning, IFMP always keep thinking as a community organization, non-profit social organization, how we can add value, whatever little is. There's nothing called little. Any contribution we can do to the community, is valuable, very valuable. And that's what we think about. So we will keep thinking, what else we can do. Today has been a remarkable day. Our next event is on July 18th. We'll see the details in the near future. It's a musical evening. So we talked about mental and stress from our psychiatrist panel, distinguished psychiatrist panel from New Jersey. We talked about will and estate planning, a different aspect of our life. Today we talked about Raj Yoga, meditation, connecting our soul to the Supreme Soul. And some of the other quote I heard about that when rain happens, it comes in drop, but it becomes a river. So, no contribution is small contribution as long as it keeps on flowing. Message I got from you, Dr. Sunita Didi. Amazing. So sometimes we see things happening, but we don't realize, like Newton, apple fall, and he realized, and rest is the history. A lot of things we see in our invention, day-to-day thing is because of that. IFMP committee, thank you very much. Although I'm speaking, but the contribution came, bigger part of the contribution came from the committee who are not speaking, on the camera, don't have word, because like I said at the beginning, volunteer work, bunch of other work we all have to do, day job. And on the top of that, we are making this happen. I know it because I'm part of it. I don't have word to thank my committee, fellow committee member. Thank you very much. And on the top of everything, thank you all. You, the IFMP members, you, the IFMP supporters, promoters, viewers, makes the things happen, because it's not one segment of people, one group of people. It's a collective, and the result happens because of the collective contribution, and you owe the bigger part of the success. So thank you very much. With this, friend, namaskar, thank you. We'll see you next time. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe. May God bless you. Thank you very much.
I also thank Sheetal Benji, local Brahma Kumaris, and I request all of you to stay connected with them for more future programs that we all have, the meditation lessons, to go more deep into that, and they're always available. So please be connected with our Sheetal Benji, respected Sheetal Benji, she's there, and Kinari